Shout out all of my subscribers, both new and returning. I really appreciate you guys so much for always like just being here for me and listening to everything I have to say. So, like, let's get into all of this chatter regarding Ice Spice's new song. Give me give me a light. Before we do that, though, make sure y'all subscribed and like the video so that I pop up in more algorithms and stuff because we need to get the good news of sensible opinions out there. So, but before we get into Ice Spice, I do want to talk about her relationship status with her friend Cleo as well. But before we get into that, I want to clarify something that I said in my live a couple days ago. If you came to my last live, it was like this week in in female rap, and the title was like, oh, here it is. Let me just share it with you. Ciao. That was the whole point from the beginning. So here it is. The title is Nicki Minaj humbles Cardi for her Met Gala flop. So I did talk about Cardi B in the Met Gala there, but I forgot one of my notes. On her Met Gala flop. A lot of people did not like, Cardi B's dress and whatever. And so we talked about like the backlash, how she was dealing with that and responding to people. And so the why I named it that is because Nicki Minaj was look at her likes. So we're on her Twitter right now. This is a screenshot of her Twitter and the things that she was liking that day. And so here are the original tweet says 20 publications that included Nicki Minaj on their best dress list so far for the Met Gala. So 20 publications that have her as best dress. And so this person quotes it says, when I'm around, but you become ... which means invisible. The missing word is invisible in FTCU when Nikki says, bitch, when I'm around, but you become invisible. Who want to play with Nicki, right? This was after Cardi B started facing backlash. So Nicki is basically saying, yo, humble yourself because, girl, I'm best dressed. And, when I come around, you're basically invisible. Exactly what she said on FTCU. So I wanted to clarify that. So please forgive me for not clarifying that like in the actual video. But let's get back to this Ice Spice stuff. I'm sure you've already heard the song is not that great. We previewed the song and we talked about the snippet when it first came out. And honestly, I told you guys from her Coachella performance, like I wasn't really feeling it, all of that, but I was still optimistic because I was feeling her last release, Fisher remix with Cash Cobain. However, this song is very chaotic, as everyone is saying. You probably heard it already. So I'm not going to do too much on giving a review of the song. Not really much lyrical growth from Ice Spice either. But why I'm here is because this is a tweet from Chart Data giving an update. So it says, Give Me a Light earned 897,000 streams in its first day of release on Spotify. So this is important because we need to monitor how Ice Spice is doing post the Nicki Minaj exposure situation when Baby Stormy exposed her for speaking bad upon Nicki Minaj. A lot of her support has been lost because a lot of her support were Barb's fans of Nicki Minaj who don't approve of her speaking down upon Nicki. So we need to see like what is her support, her numbers going to look like moving forward. And so looking at this number right here, on the surface level, it looks pretty okay. There are some downsides to this though. 897K, there is no word because Ice Spice did not debut enough. She did not get enough streams to chart on the US or global charts on Spotify, okay? And so she did not chart on Spotify at all, which is not really, it's not usual for her. Ice Spice is usually always charting on Spotify and she's always usually charting on Apple Music till this day. So this moment, as of this recording, Ice Spice has not debuted on any Spotify chart or Apple Music chart at all. And so here is one of her pages that says, Give Me a Light earned 921,249 total unfiltered streams in its first day on Spotify. Once again, that's pretty good. Honestly, for Ice Spice, it's okay. She usually does 1,000,000 streams in one day. And so, this is taking off about 100,000. And so let me know what you guys think of her performance thus far. We definitely will track its charting. We'll see where it's going to chart. We'll see how long it's going to stay there, what people are saying, and how this song remains stable. And here's the thing, the point about this is that after this Nicki situation, had she known it was going to happen, she really needed to come out with a banger. And I don't know if she believes that this is truly a banger, but the point is that we don't really know, has she lost support because of the situation with Nicki, or is it because people just don't like the song? There are two variables here. So we're gonna have to track how Ice Spice does when it comes to other singles that she has coming out. Once again, she has the Y2K album coming as well. So we have a lot of things to keep track of. So here is Ice Spice saying her best friend supposedly Cleo Trapper posted up at a Knicks game last week. And so it's good to see them together because in my previous video, I talked about, the aftermath of the Nicki situation, Baby Stormy spilling all their tea, saying that she's not Ice Spice's real best friend. So who is the real best friend? So I'm pulling this up because it's once again good to see them out and about together. However, we still don't know if the friendship is genuine, but obviously since then they have spoken about the situation with each other. And so I'm going to go on Cleo Trapper's Twitter right here because she's been subbing who I think to be Baby Stormy, who was spilling all the tea about Ice. So she's currently promoting music, which is why I'm scrolling, trying to find her tweets. Let's see. Okay, here she said, "This other witch, I'm gonna cast you back to hell tonight, boo. I got time and right now and my Uber Eats on the way. I never seen someone fiend for a friendship like this girl. I don't think you Nigerian, boo, cause how you Oma ain't tell you friends will K you. Move, man." I don't know what this means, but Cleo Trap is Nigerian. She's saying that the other girl not really Nigerian. Who really Nigerian at this point? At this point, I only believe Cleo Trap is Nigerian. But the point is, who is Ice Spice's really real best friend? Now, there's one more thing I wanted to share regarding Cleo Trapper that I found quite interesting. So let me pull it up. So basically, it was Cleo Trapper has a great PR team because she has this ad coming out via Access Hollywood. And look at it though. So it starts off, this ad is talking about, and it's not an ad, it's like, I don't know what to call it, but it's basically like giving shout out and promo to Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 World Tour and how successful it has been. 34.9 billion said loss. So well done. If you like fast-paced hip-hop mixed with pop, you're gonna love. So here's the thing. It says, we're shouting out Nicki Minaj. It says, if you like fast-paced hip-hop slash pop, then and other artists like Nicki, then basically check out Cleo Trapper. This is too like it's too low for you guys to hear. So basically they're saying Cleo Trapper, and now Cleo Trapper has this ad right after Nicki. They're talking about her. See, they're playing her music video and they're saying like basically putting more people onto her. Now this is amazing for Cleo Trapper. As you can see, she took to Twitter to say thank you so much to Access Hollywood. And I think that to get something like this, you need to have a good PR team. And it seems like Cleo Trapper does have one. However, my thing here, and it makes sense for programming purposes, right? Because you put things that are alike together. So you put two female rappers together, introduce Cleo Trapper right after you introduce the biggest female rapper of all time. However, this is one of those things where Nicki Minaj is always cautioning that like people are always trying to put other female rappers in her algorithm or using her to promote themselves. Like, I just find why is Cleo Trapper right after a Nicki Minaj ad? Like, that's what my question is. You can call me bitter. I'm just asking a question. Like, I don't know, like, because I don't think that Nicki Minaj pitched this, and so my thing is amazing Cleo Trapper. She's a great artist or whatever, but I'm just trying to figure out like what's the correlation and did they really do this? Like, did her PR team plan this for the same day as Nicki, the same ad spot at the same time, or did they just do this themselves? So y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? But also let me know what you guys think about Give Me a Light and how it's doing, how it's performing. Is Ice Spice flopping? Is she in her flop era? I know her team is scrambling right now because they definitely need to come up with more plans to keep Ice relevant until she releases her next album, okay, or her debut album. But yeah, please like the video. Let me know what you guys are thinking, and I'll see you in the next one.